secrets buried in the coldest ground. We're digging deep where the truth is found. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it all. Whispers echo in the darkened halls. Faint confessions on the paper walls. Every victim deserves their say. We're here to chase the night away. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it Unseen crimes, they thought they'd won, but the fight for truth has just begun. Every clue, every trace, bringing evil face to face.
Hello and welcome to Daphne's Case Files, where we will be going over the Jack and Lilly Sullivan case. Jack and Lilly have been missing since May 2nd, 2025, just over 7 months, and little to none has been found. Like they have not been found. I guess you could say some boot prints have been found, but really nothing else. A piece of a blanket that could have been planted, could have not. But I want to welcome in everyone. I do have Miss Shenanigans here with me, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. You all mean a lot to me. I hope you are somewhere warm and cozy where you can sit back and relax and hang out with me and Shenanigans today. I'm going to welcome in Shenanigans now and then welcome in everyone else. Thank you so much. And hello, Shenanigans. Good to see you. Can't hear you.
I thought maybe my mic froze because it's so dang cold.
My phone froze earlier because it was so cold. Because it's so cold.
It is freezing. My sunroom is more like a freezer room right now, but I've got my cup of tea, so
There
I'll
you
be
go.
okay.
There you go. Yep. Good. I've got my heater on full blast. Just had to get the propane filled today, which wasn't very. I want to welcome in everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Karen Walker, thank you so much for becoming a member today. I appreciate you. We all love having new members. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Good to see everybody. Hello, Sherry Lynn. Jennifer, thank you so much for being here. Mariska, good to see you. Robin, Poetic Justice. Joyce, hello. Angel Wings. Envision, Mildred, Sherry. Charmaine, hi, good to see you. She's over in your chat. Good to see you.
I think she's the only one.
Musette, who blocked you, honey? She changed her name from a bird to a mouse. Good to see you. Countryside Wildflowers. Good to see you. Michelle. Good to see you. Horse Gone Wild. Good to see you. Everyone else. Good to see everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you. -6. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, it's 12 degrees out here in New York State. That's without the wind factor. Ugh. Too cold. My dog likes it. She likes it, but I do not. I do not like it.
Don't feel anything, do they?
No, she loves the snow and stuff. I do not. Oh, what is this?
It's 0 degrees in my sunroom.
Oh my goodness. Eek. Yuck. I hate winter. I wish I could fast forward through it, but thankfully I have a place where I could stay warm, and I'm going to get that electric onesie, the heated onesie, I promise you guys, and we'll do a live with it.
Got my heated blanket.
Yeah, I've got my little pinky blanket here. It helps. It keeps me comfy while I'm sitting here. Hi, welcome in. So we're going to be talking about Jack and Lilly today, and we will be going over some areas of interest, right? That maybe where the two children could have wondered, or just areas of interest we're going to be talking about. Now, I really believe that the RCMP, they were focused a lot around the waterways. We already know this, especially the Landsdowne Lake, right? And then I know Malaya and Daniel both said that Jack and Lilly would not cross the road, which meaning if they cross the road, the 289, which is pretty much a highway, right? That they would be going towards across by like Lansdowne Station Road area, kind of, right? Like if they cross, not really across to that road, but just that way. So I know that the RCMP did gather camera footage over in the Glengarry area. And that is one of my areas of interest over in that area, as well as over there by like the Pioneer Cemetery. I'm not necessarily saying in the cemetery, I'm not saying that at all, but I am saying around that area. Those are areas of interest to me. What about you, Shan? Where would you look for Jack and
Well,
Lilly?
I was working on a map today, based on the one that I did on where Daniel went. So I showed a map on my channel the other day based
Mm-hmm.
on what Boss Man had said where he'd gone. But I added to that based on the theory that no one likes, but the walking away theory. Because I just wanted to sort of compare where searchers had gone versus where the boot prints were, where the blanket was,
Mm-hmm.
because it's something that I want to know how far past the boot prints they went. And I was looking at the search map and did a bit of a comparison, and I've kind of got an idea of where they searched. And nothing was found, but I kind of did a little pathway of where I think they could have gone if they
Mm-hmm.
wandered away based on the location of the boot prints and the blanket.
Okay. I would like to see that. I'm sure everybody else would like to see that as
Let me
well.
know, I'll bring it up.
It would probably be better if you pulled up Google Earth on your laptop, as mine likes to glitch out, as everybody knows. So it'd
Happy.
be a little bit smoother if you don't mind. Hi,
Yeah,
Robin.
I'll put it on the stage and you can.
Yes, yes. Okay, let me give me
Okay,
one
share
second.
screen.
Okay, give me 1 second. My hand
Yeah,
is frozen.
my hand is also frozen.
Yeah, it's so cold when, yeah. Oh my goodness. Wolfie, oh my gosh, I can see you over in Shan's chat. It is the weirdest thing ever. Don't understand it. Wolfie contacted
Hi,
YouTube
Wolfie. Thank you,
yesterday.
everyone from. It's crazy. I think it is on his end, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he contacted YouTube yesterday, and oh my gosh, YouTube was like having a day, I'm telling you, because I did a live on Brianna Aguilera. I'm not even going to say what happened, just say that she jumped from a roof, but the police are saying no foul play and stuff. Anyways, make a long story short, YouTube was like having a cow over that video yesterday. And so, oh, all right, let's see here. We have, you entered it. Let's see. There we go. Shirley, thank you so much for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I was actually going to do this live as a members live, but I don't know how it would work with Shan on here. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Go on the screen. I will go over to it. So I was doing sort of a bit of poking around, and I realized there was a lot road operation going on down the 289, and the road goes all the way up to the trail. So I kind of did, based on like what I saw some other creators doing, mapped out where the children would have walked if we're going by the blanket and the boot prints, and how long it would take, and how far children can travel of that age, taking into account that Jack is a little bit small for his age, and they were wearing rubber boots. So it would have taken approximately 20 minutes for them to get from the end of the driveway to the corner of Lansdowne Road. And then if the blanket is related and it wasn't planted, that would be where the blanket was. And if they cut through this spot here and then up to where the boot prints were found, where I encountered my first problem with that theory was that I did a measurement. Hopefully everyone can see. So it doesn't look like much, but the gap between this clearing and here is like 26 meters, so 26 meters through thick brush.
Absolutely.
And I just found that really unlikely. So that left me to think that if that was the case, they would have, if they were walking and they wandered off, then they must have gone up to the trail entrance up next to Earl's place, so up along here, on this corner here. So they would have walked past the blanket, dropped off the blanket, come up here, and then walk down this trail. Now,
and like you said,
they carried on like this.
There's a delay, guys. Sorry.
From what I gathered, along this logging trail, down this road, down this trail, so the pipeline trail, and then down. Sorry, go ahead.
There's a
don't understand.
Nope.
What was that?
There's a delay.
Yeah.
That was my Siri phone. Just Siri
Siri's
talking
like,
to me.
sorry, I don't
She never
understand.
answers when I want her to, and then when I
Yeah, guys, I just want to say that we're just gonna have her talk and explain it, and then I'll ask questions in a minute, because Google Earth really sucks like the power down and creates like a really bad delay between us when we talk. And I'm just going to let her explain this, and then I'll wait to ask questions when she's done. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all.
Okay, sounds good. So this here, this distance here, see if I can bring it up here. It was about 3 kilometers, 3.6 kilometers to the opening of the logging trail. So past the boot prints that they walked, that they searched. And if you bring the little guy down here, you'll see it's called the Round Lake Locking Operation.
Oh, wow.
Where did it go here? Sorry. Here we go. Sorry. I don't know why it brought me all the way over there.
And I'm just going to say something real quick while she's showing the map. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with the landscape there in Nova Scotia, but I can't imagine that it's too much different than here in New York State, right? There seems to be more evergreen trees there than there is here. But I do know that here where I live, I don't live in the city, thank the Lord, but I live in a very rural area, very, very, very strictly rural. And the bushes, the bushes, you have the evergreens, and just the bushes itself, you have these like wild rose bushes, right? And then you have these honeysuckle bushes, like holly berry ones and stuff. And a lot of these have thorns on them, especially the rose bushes, guys. And I couldn't
Yes.
imagine, yeah, two little guys, walking through that and not getting their clothing torn or something, right? Like cut or something through this bush where there would be some type of clothing or DNA or something left behind. So I do not believe they walked off. That's just my opinion. But I think it's good that we keep an open mind to look at every single detail, and especially in these cases, guys. That's why we're going over the maps and just kind of she's explaining without me talking too long. She's explaining how, like she just said, it's a long walk just from where'd you say 3 kilometers
Yes.
between the one. Okay.
Yeah, 3.6 kilometers from the boot prints to the logging road.
To the logging road. And then that's
Yes.
thick brush, including thorns, pine needles, and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. Good to see everybody. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. So if they were to, so this this is the, I am not sure how much that was in operation during the time of their disappearance. That's something that there would have been trucks coming and going. And I don't know when the heavy load restrictions were lifted in PICTOU County. That's something else that needs to be looked into. And I would presume that a lot of this logging might or may have gone to the sawmill that this is the road. It is thick evergreen, right? Very thick evergreen. Trying to walk through that would be very difficult.
Very difficult.
So if I zoom back out,
plus the water, the marsh, and just.
So you can see the bare areas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there is a little river system that runs through there. And again, the blue line is kind of where they searched, because that was a logging road already created.
Mm-hmm.
But there are that have been cleared by the logging company and some open water systems there. But again, if I go back to where the children would have had to go through, which is the proposed area, according to Daniel and the DT show, that the gap between this area is 26 meters.
26 meters.
Brush,
Okay.
right?
Welcome in, everybody. Hi, Joyce. Thank you for being here.
And I just see them doing that. And again, up here.
Yeah, the maps are. I wonder if we could bring up viewpoint, if that would be better, so it won't lag so much.
I just wanted to do this quickly, so I'll take it off here in a second, but half a kilometer, or 0.4 of a kilometer, basically, for them to travel through. And I just don't think that that's realistic. I feel like a child would see that on the going into that and would say, I'm not walking through that, and turn around.
No, I absolutely agree.
But that's
I
just
agree.
my opinion.
I agree with you. Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you.
So if they did go the other way and went up to that pipeline and went down that way, it appears as though searchers went at least 3.6 kilometers past the boot prints and didn't come across anything else. That being said, if they went out again, I would suggest that they tackle the pipeline trail and all the trails leading off of that for a period of at least 8 kilometers, because as they said before, the speed that children walk, it is possible that they could have made it up to 8 kilometers in distance on a flat surface without any obstacles. And if they left earlier, which seems more and more likely, they could have made it even further.
Yes.
And I do try to keep an open mind. It's just with the dog not finding anything from the blanket when they were brought to the blanket at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There was nothing for the dog to follow. And when the other dog team found the boot prints at 1 a.m., there was nothing to urge them to go any further. And when they went for the following search, nothing was found either. So maybe that's why they then implored the Glengarry station cameras. So I'll stop sharing this so we can get back to, unless you want to look at something else.
I'm gonna bring up the one on viewpoint to see if that works a little bit better, because I really want to go over these maps, right? But I know it just lags so much, like it freezes. That's
okay. I'll stop sharing.
You want to see if viewpoint works a little bit better? Let me see. I don't know why.
Sure.
And it goes off Google Earth as well. So I don't understand why. Hi guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Mods, thank you for spending your time with us today. Okay, so I have the viewpoint map up here, guys. This this is the home where Jack and Lilly disappeared, right? And just, Shan, let me know if there's a lag at all. So this right here was the area that she was just showing right through here. And this is what you were talking about, right? The thick brush and stuff. Did I freeze?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You sound fine.
Okay, good. Yeah, isn't that weird? It must be just, I don't know. Yes, please
Oh.
hit that thumbs up, guys. 60 thumbs up, that's it. And 191 watching. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Put your DNA on there, your fingerprint. All right, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here. Look at this brush. That would be really difficult for those kiddos to get through, right? And that was where the boot prints were found. It looks like a kite. So that'd be really difficult. Now, think about it. So we have, say they did walk up here or whatever and walked all the way through there, but that's still a lot. Where would they go from here? They would most likely take the route that is easy, right? And this area has been searched several times. It's been searched several times. And I just want to say something too, guys. Like, yeah, I agree, Andrea. I just want to say something too. Now, what if one got hurt or something? Say Jack hurt his leg or something out there, right? Got, I don't know, tripped, hurt his leg. Do you think Lilly would stay with him, or do you think she would go and try to find an adult? Just a question.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I feel like she would stay with Jack, but I also feel like she had a set of lungs on her. And they said in the original interview with the CBC that they would go with anyone, and all they had to do was offer them food or water. So I find it hard to believe that they would only go to Daniel, because they had already said that they would go to anyone. They said hi to everyone. They would, go with anyone. So why would they only go to Daniel? So I feel like if they were lost in the woods and someone was hurt, Lilly would have been screaming her little head off.
And stay with him, yeah. I think like that too. Like my kids, when they were that age, I mean, they're about the same age difference between Jack and Lilly. My children are. Of course, they're older now. But I remember my daughter, she's the eldest, and she would be like a little mom to my son, right? Like she's like the big sister.
Yeah.
And like if he lost his binky or whatever, she would, it's so funny, she'd wipe it off. She's like, here you go, baby, here you go. It was so cute, guys. I miss when they were little. They were so adorable. But I think about that, right? I think about like if, God forbid, that happened to my children, you know what I mean? What would my daughter have done? Like if my son got hurt, like what would she would probably she would definitely most likely stay with him, but I know that she would probably go looking around close by to try to find stuff to help his leg or something. You know what I mean? Like, let me put this over your leg, or you know what I mean? To try to help him in some way. And I know she would probably scream for help. Now, I honestly believe if they did go into the woods, that somebody would definitely get a cut or scrape or something on them. One of the two, right? So that's telling me right there, if they got scraped by one of those honeysuckle bushes or whatnot, there would be blood left behind. And the dogs would be able to smell that, you would think, right? Especially if they're traveling, like it would leave a trail for the dogs, right? Think about it like that. So that's another reason why I don't think they walked off, unless somebody grabbed them out there. But we were told, Daniel said, the reason why he was out searching or something in the beginning, because or maybe it was Malaya that said this, because they would come to Daniel, but yet we were told that they would go with anybody, like you just said. So it's very conflicting. Amy says, I taught my kids that when they get lost to stay put. I feel like Lily would have understood this and she would have been taught properly. Yeah, like common sense, like understand. Exactly.
Especially if they were always walking in the woods with Daniel and Janie, so they said.
Isn't that weird too?
Trail hiker says if the kids were getting black eyes, Lily may have been terrified to get help in fear of getting more abuse, in my opinion. I mean, it's possible, but then like you go by what Daniel says, and Daniel said they would have only come to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Malaya says they would go to anyone.
I know, they like
So which one is it?
I know, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mariska, she said the RCMP's heat detector lost battery. Yeah, I remember that at night. Lost battery. I can't remember if they got another one though the next day. The
I
radar.
just can't envision once the Envision 42. I just saw Envision 42 as well as I said Envision. I just can't see how once it started getting dark that the children didn't start screaming for help. And there are other properties around that area, even down by the logging road. There are houses out there, and noise travels in rural areas.
Yep. Absolutely. It does travel. I always laugh because like I'll go play with the dog and like she'll bark or something outside and I'm like, shh, you can hear her bark like echoing. Now I know we're in a more mountainous area than I think you guys are. Like the elevation here is like 1300, I think. I don't know, something like that, but still, like you can hear a pin drop when it's just like that. I want to move some stuff around. Oh, look, it's saying that's weird. Do you see that? It's saved. This is the viewpoint. It saved Jack and the blanket. That's so weird.
Yes, I don't, but that's not where it was found.
No.
But then again, I did try to get
That's
confirmation on the location of the blanket and the boot prints from from the RCMP, and they wouldn't tell me jank. I don't blame them. But I tried to get confirmation. Because there are orange ribbons at the entrance of that pathway where you just were. There's orange ribbons there, but there is also orange ribbons at the pipeline trail at the entrance of that as well.
Yeah, I saw them on the videos that my friend sent. Oh, Shelly, thank you so much for your super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Thank you, sweetie. I wonder whose property this is that's squared in. That's blacked in. Do you guys know whose property that is? What did Robin say? She says it's more likely that Lily would say, "Come on, Jackie, let's go, Jackie," per Janie's statement, but they didn't walk off. Yeah. Yeah, I
Is
agree.
Is that the house that's for sale that's in black? Could that be that property line?
Oh, wait a minute. You might be right, actually. It'll only show me if it's like this.
Yeah.
So the ones for sale. Let's see. Blue means for sale. Let me see. Oh. That's weird because there was a house for sale right here, remember?
Yeah. It's been taken off the market,
That's
maybe?
very weird. Did they take their house off the market? I bet they did. Hold on, let me
Maybe.
zoom out a little bit. Is it showing all the homes for sale? Oh my
Squid
gosh,
says
they must have took their home off the market.
might have had a private sale. Some people do that if they get interest
Yeah,
from
they
a
might have.
local buyer. They'll take their house off the
Oh
market
my gosh,
and
guys.
so they don't have to pay the agent fees.
Yeah, I
Squid said
agree.
you
Thank you. I just saw it. Thank you, Squid. I will definitely check. Thank you.
about this spring
Yeah.
weight restrictions.
Okay, so um I'd imagine they took it down because of everything that's happening in the area. Repost in the spring. Absolutely, definitely could have.
Yeah.
I think they would take it down because their property is where the blanket was found.
Yeah,
Look.
imagine. Imagine.
Oh no, almost to the blanket. Look at that.
Well, no, because where that blanket is set on there, that's not where the blanket was found, where that dot is. It actually
Well,
would
no,
coincide,
no, I know.
right?
Hold on.
So it would coincide with where the blanket was found and almost where the boot prints were as well.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Hi, Poetic Justice. Thanks for coming in. And hi, Carrie.
Here, I will upload this. So this is weight restrictions for the past. That's for water, right? Hold on.
No, for trucks on the
Oh,
road.
layers for ice, right?
They have weight restrictions or restrictions on the road for heavy trucks to travel on because at certain times of the year they'll damage the road. So that was one of the reasons apparently that um, the sawmill was only open 1 day a week was for weight restrictions as well as the tariffs on lumber apparently.
Okay. Here, let me pull it up on here real quick. Give me a second. I'm pulling it up on my email here if I can get it to work here. I'm really curious. When the frost comes out of the ground, they get really soft and ruins the road. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying because it's not asphalt, it's not paved, right? It's just dirt roads. I remember, oh my gosh, this one person I know has a long dirt driveway that's elevated, and like in the spring and well, after in the spring, yeah, and it's all muddy and stuff like that. They never fixed it, so it's like driving over. Oh, it's horrible. Like messes up your shocks on your vehicle. All right, hold on. Where did the thing go? I just had it in here. Huh, that's strange. I could see it on this phone, but not. Oh my gosh. Hold on one second, guys. I'm trying to pull it up. All right, let's look at. I just. They wanted to sell their home, but now I can't pull it up on my computer. I'll have to pull up the weight limits here in a little bit because for some reason it's not my email is not wanting to load on the computer for some reason. Silly. I think the bears would go for the chicken, not the people. I don't think the bears. Yeah, I agree. Man, there are so many black bear around here. We don't have grizzly bears here either, here in New York State. And I have like a Ring camera, and I swear to you, I could even pull it up and show you guys. Every single day, ding, 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 you got a notification, and it's a stinking bear. Like, come on, people. We have millions of bear here, and people, I think they think it's funny because the bear get into like people's trash and they love bird feeders, guys. Oh my gosh, the bear will get into bird feeders and yeah, I agree. And someone the other day was talking about the dogs, right? I absolutely do not believe the dogs did anything either to the children. Number one, the bear facts. Yeah, I love that trail hiker. Number one, you would hear some type of horrid, and I'm just going to leave it at this, horrid, like screaming. Like you would hear the kids screaming if a bear or a dog attacked them, right? And if someone did grab the children, which there's no evidence of, that's what the RCMP said. If someone did happen to grab them, it had to have been somebody that they known, because this, you know what I mean? I really don't think they would have went with somebody unless they were starving, unless they had been starving or something. If you give them water, what child wants water? They usually want soda or juice.
The thing
Right?
is, statistically speaking, even with abductions, it's from it's someone the child knows. Like even when you ignore parental abductions, which is the most common,
Mhm.
it's someone they know, a family friend or a relative or something like that.
Oh God, Robin, that's horrible. Yeah, if you get around their cubs or anything, absolutely. But there would have been screaming, and it would have been bad, guys, and there would be DNA left all over the place.
Yes.
All over the
And I mean, I live in rural Nova Scotia, and you can hear the animals. I can hear a vixen fox scream from literally 10 kilometers away. They scream like children. They are creepy.
I hate them. I have one, well, I have multiple that come around here with that noise. I will grab my phone and play a vixen scream from the fox and have it on really loud, and she'll be quiet. So FYI, next time you hear the fox, just play that sound back to her and she'll be quiet.
Yes, and that and the coyotes. The coyotes are crazy.
Yeah, they're creepy. All the coyote noises.
Oh, crime lines and lines in the house.
Hey,
Hello?
hey girl, you want to come up? You want to come in?
Yeah, bring her up, and I'm gonna go make a tea because I'm freezing.
Bring her up. Okay, hold on. If you want to, I don't know if you're busy or not. Here, I'll put the link in the thingamajigger.
Just make sure Vincent doesn't come in.
Who? Vixen. Who's Vixen?
Not Vincent, or what's his name? You know. Never mind. I'm not even bringing up the
I'm
name
so
again.
confused right now.
It is tea time, poetic justice. It is.
Hey, girl.
What is everybody doing? I got you on the TV. I got you on my laptop. I'm telling you.
I love that. I love that. What's up, lady?
Not
You
doing
doing
anything.
okay?
I'm just making some chili. It is colder than a well digger's dick, and I'm done.
Get out of here. I love that. I know, me too. I am so done with winter. I just want to like move right now.
And we're not even in it. It's pretty bad when my friends in Florida are sitting there going, "It's so cold, Brooks. It's so cold." I'm like, "It's 67 for you."
I know. My freaking cousin lives down there. She's like, it's so freaking cold. It's 60. I'm like, 60? I'm sweating. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this case?
Jack and Lilly.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're fine, Shan.
Let me see. Let's see. Do I have all day? Hoo.
Yeah, right.
At first I thought that they just have to be out in the woods somewhere. That seemed to be the most logical thing. And as all the rumors started unfolding, and I'm like, oh boy, okay, not gonna really touch that right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I just see neglect. I see drug use. I see a lot of stuff going on. The condition of the house. That would be something Candace Wells would
Yep.
talk about.
Absolutely. I agree. It's like when you start putting all the pieces together with everything that's come out, I don't know, it's like the obvious, right? In my opinion, just the obvious. It's sad.
As
It's really
far as
sad.
that
And then you
I think something happened on Thursday night, and at this point, I don't know if either Daniel or Malaya know. I think Janie has a real mean streak. She didn't seem to really want those kids around. It
yeah,
could be.
no, I agree. I absolutely agree with you. She wanted peace and quiet. I'm gonna pull the map down because it's so loud. There we
So,
go.
what do you think happened?
At first I thought, well, maybe someone did grab them and then, no evidence. And then I thought maybe about the party, and remember the text from a neighbor about a party.
Yeah.
And then Daniel came out and said there was no party, but I still felt like there was something going on. I thought maybe they had invited over a person, maybe like a bad person, who knows. And I put that together with Malaya not wanting to talk to Daniel, how she left. So I was thinking, well, maybe that's why she left Daniel. But then I'm like, wait a minute. If she knows something else, then why didn't she just come out and tell on Daniel? So, in my opinion, this is just my speculation, okay? It's not the truth, just my speculation,
Sure.
that the kids were either given something to calm down or were abused to be quiet or something like that. And something where all three of them have to be connected, in my opinion. They all have to be connected some way, or else if it was just Malaya, Janie would be singing like a canary by now, right?
Now that is a mic drop moment right there.
Mm-hmm.
So obvious, and just hearing you say it,
Mm-hmm.
Janie wouldn't have sat there like she looked like she could have bitten through a nail given that interview.
Oh, I know.
She's all grinding her teeth, talking about raking driveways and everything. And I'm like, where are we going with this? Talking about swings. And she would have, she already kicked her off the property, told them all, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
But if it had nothing to do with Daniel, she would have already rolled on her.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And something in that bathroom, too. I think something happened in that bathroom. I don't believe they caught Daniel smoking in the bathroom, in my opinion, or because they would be able to smell it. If all the why would he go in and smoke something in the bathroom if they can all smell it out in the living room? That place is small, right? It's not like you could hide it.
Mhm.
So I think family kind of figured out what happened, maybe, and it went down in the bathroom, to tell you the truth, and that's why everybody got in a fight.
Well, it was obvious drug use going, and I'm sure Malaya didn't like her sister saying that when she got there, she was pretty freaked out by Daniel's erratic behavior because he had to get all the contraband picked up,
Mhm.
and it kind of makes me wonder, did one get into something and the other one was a witness? Because Malaya was scared to death to lose Meadow. She didn't seem
Mhm.
as concerned about Jack and Lilly, but that was the concern that she put forward to Belinda.
Absolutely.
Really concerned about CPS coming after Meadow. Well, guess what? Skillet, they did.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
She's in for the fight of her life with that one because her mom is trying to get custody of her.
Mhm.
Janie is probably going to try at some point. Daniel's thrown his hat in the ring.
But she's not with anybody now. She's with the people that are taking care of her, with the temporary home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, there's
Yeah, Trail Hiker. I've seen those videos. That was one of the things I had brought up before, was like, if there was rugs involved, which there was, it takes just a tiny little smidge, a touch, a whiff for like police that have pulled over people that have had it in their car and they've confiscated a little baggie and then they put it in an evidence bag and then 5 seconds later they're dropping onto the ground. So if there
Wow.
was a rug party the night before, and they were, preparing everything to be individualized and were cutting it with something else, which is quite often, it would just take one child to just touch it or and they're very curious. And if you had like, I don't know if you had children when you were like when you were a smoker, I remember when I was a smoker and my kids were smaller, they would go around with like a pencil or a pen and pretend they were smoking too. So it wouldn't take much for a child to imitate or
Oh,
try
yeah.
what they saw parents doing, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
I think we've seen a lot of cases where children go missing when CPS is knocking at the door.
Yes.
Oakley Carlson, and I haven't talked about her in a long time. Summer Wells, Harvey Montgomery, Evelyn Boswell. That's one thing that's never really brought up. We just kind of always thought that, Megan killed her daughter for the boyfriend, but it could be something else as well. She never gave a motive, but it's just too coincidental. And I mean, Malena's own words. She told Belinda, and I wouldn't consider Belinda to be a confidant. That's her ex's mama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. There's too many coincidences in all these cases. You have CPS, you have rug use, and then you have, alleged abuse, or I'm telling you, and they all say they walked off. It's crazy.
Mhm.
A lot of these parents that are guilty, and I'm not saying Malay and Daniel are guilty. I'm just saying from the other cases, like Jaden Spicer's mom.
There you go.
That he walked off. Renesmee, the one that happened right after Jaden Spicer, she walked off. Last time I seen them, they were sleeping in bed. It's crazy. And then the timelines are all screwed up, and there's always something new that's coming out. It's crazy to me.
What do you think, Brooks, of Bossman's timeline with Daniel going back and forth?
I'm sorry, it cut out just a little bit.
Bossman, so Brad Wong and his timing of when the car was coming back and forth and where it went. What do you think about that?
Sketchy, because the reason is because Daniel would like nothing more than to blame Brad Wong, and it's not going to stick. Everybody knows where they were. No, I'm not going to say, if you ask me next week, what were you doing on Friday? I'm not going to say, well, at 2:59 p.m., I was talking to Daphne Shenanigans in the crew. I'm not going to know exactly the minute, but I'm going to have a rough guesstimate. Everyone has a guesstimate except for Daniel.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
But if your kids went missing tomorrow morning, you would remember what you did the night before, right?
Oh, I would think it'd be pretty ingrained in your brain. And that's always been my thing. Thursday is what they don't want to talk about. Friday, they have it down to a gnat's ass in their minds. But we all know that Friday doesn't make sense.
I think that they didn't bank on being asked about the days leading up to the disappearance, and they were more concerned about the morning of what they were doing before the police turned up.
Well, they didn't think about that, and I guarantee they shit a brick when RCMP said, we need to know everything that went on between Monday and Friday. We're not just about Friday morning. They wanted camera footage. They started doing their geofencing and everything to go way back. My husband keeps me.
Yeah, it really bothered me how much Daniel was so confused about when they went to Truro and when they went to Patty's to do the laundry. And he bungled it all up. It just didn't make any sense. And now he claims he doesn't remember at all what he did on Thursday because it was 7 months ago.
Well, he seemed to remember when they had the dogs out there, and he acted like he was part of the operation. And he said that he was told by one of the officers that they think that he did something to the kids on Thursday.
Yeah.
And You're really repeating that? You know, and there's another thing. You've got infidelity and you've got big money problems. Patty's an old lady. They got a car from her. They borrowed $8,000 from her, always picking up her credit card and bringing it back. You know, going by and getting money from her to fuel up the car she bought them.
Yeah. Yes.
Tells me more of a story too, because think about it. Why wouldn't Malaya leave Daniel? Patty offered her a house if she just go back to school and or get a job. She offered her that, and that tells me that Malaya was having problems with substance issues too, in my opinion. Why else stay with a man? I mean, unless you're, I'm telling you, there's more to it. Like either she's scared to death to leave, or had substance abuse issues where she knew if she moved with her grandma or something, she couldn't get, you know what I mean, what she needed or something.
And imagine how emasculated he would feel knowing that he's not providing for the family, that he's got a new car provided by grandma, that grandma's paying for the groceries, grandma's paying for the gas, grandma's trying to get her to leave.
That's crazy.
You know, so I feel like he was almost like a ticking time bomb. When it was all starting to add up, like she just got that car. They had the big argument at Easter weekend in front of people. Apparently, you know, he knew that everyone wanted her to leave, and then you've got Darren coming out saying that Patty asked him. Maybe did Patty ask anyone else? Like, how many people knew about what was going on in that house?
Well, and there's an obvious threat going on too. You're exactly right. She knew there was a reason that she couldn't leave the house. He didn't keep that wrench in the top of the door because he's scared of Smokey the Bear coming in and making him a picnic basket. That was in there to make sure she didn't get out.
Yeah. That's what I think so as well.
I think that when she got home and did the video call with mom that night, and he was allegedly outside working on the fence, when he said he had to go find his tools, he went inside, caught some of that video call of Malaya making plans to leave with mama, and all hell broke loose. That's just my opinion.
The only thing that kept them together, and it wasn't Meadow, because let's face it, Malaya knows how to put a baby on her hip and hit the road.
Yeah.
Okay. She did it with Cody. What kept them together was drugs. And there's some other things going on around there. There's too many women talking about, you know, favors they did for drugs around there.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Me and Daphne's case files had a chat this morning about some correlations there between some other women and stuff. I'm not going to say this online, but maybe we'll have a private chat about it. But there's some serious issues going on there. There's definitely some deeper issues at play here, I think.
Oh, I guarantee that we all have the same names of women reaching out.
Yeah.
And the only reason that one chick's name comes up, everyone knows who she is because Vincent blasted her.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah.
But there's other names.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Car, that burned up.
Definitely. A lot of coincidences that don't. And
Absolutely.
we're not big believers in coincidences, are we?
Nope.
We are, girlfriend. We say coincidence is evidence in the true crime.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot more going on, and I think there's a big rug ring too. There has to be. And I feel bad for the neighbors that live in that area. I really do. I wouldn't be putting up with that shit. I'm sorry. I couldn't deal with it. Imagine how like they feel like with all this shit going on. I don't know.
I wouldn't go for it. I mean, they just kind of lived in their own little private haven. Halifax is a major trafficking area, drugs, humans,
Mhm.
animals. I mean, there's a lot going on there.
Absolutely.
And people just like to keep to themselves. And now all eyes are on PICTOU County.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they're not used to that. They're not used to that. They are used to just turning a blind eye to what's going on and, letting sleeping dogs lie, so to speak. But this is these are the repercussions of what happens when you turn a blind eye for too long. Things get out of hand, and things have certainly, in my opinion, got out of hand up on the North Shore there for sure.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I could see Malaya getting hooked on the drugs because she was on painkillers before. And when doctors wean you off, people will find something else. It's a common thing. It's a sad thing. It's a common thing.
I absolutely believe that's what she was on. I think that they were both probably doing them too. Not just one person does one thing and the other does the other.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably both doing the same thing or more stuff, right?
Oh, for sure. And I mean, the fact that she cannot stand her mother, can't stand her mother, but suddenly decides to make a phone call to her mother, just kind of out of the blue, being all buddy, and her mother's just kind of like, you better not be calling me for money. You better not be calling me for babysitting. You better not be calling me for anything. You need to be doing something to repay your grandma and get yourself out of this mess. I can get you out of it, but don't call me for help to keep you in that mess.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Up to the kid's disappearance, there was a lot more contact. They had been sort of not that close and had some, there were some issues there, but then it seemed as though in the lead up to the disappearance, they were talking to each other several times a day, and so was Patty. And I wonder if they were checking in on her, or something.
Scheduling to pick her up. Michelle, thank you so much for your super sticker, hon. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Michelle, you get an extra 5. I can go live right now. I'm just kidding.
I honestly believe that's why there were so many phone calls coming in, because she was going to leave.
It's just such, I mean, it's an anomaly. You've got 3 grown people. You've got 3 children. Obviously, you have a baby, 2 missing children, and 3 grown people that all have different stories. And people ask me, well, why doesn't Malaya have custody of Meadow? Why hasn't she gotten Meadow yet? Because she keeps pissing hot.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a job. She doesn't have a place to live.
Mm-hmm.
She's ill-equipped to take care of a child.
Yep. Because I'm sure, and they said because she took off, and I'm thinking, well, I know Daniel said he went over to Patty's and he went over to Cindy's after he did his polygraph, like to tell Malaya what his results were. Remember that? And I'm thinking, dude, she doesn't want to see you. Why are you you know what I mean? So I guess she took off. This is around the time Darren.
You know why she took off too, right?
Yeah. So, but there had to have been something else too, because she could have just turned around and said, hey, I left because this is what's going on. But it had to be something else.
With the police all over the woods and everything, and Janie basically threatening her, I can't really say that I blame her for getting out of there with her child.
Yeah, no, I agree. I absolutely agree.
She had been making plans, which I don't see how it's so hard to get away from Daniel, but she'd been making plans since September of 2024 to get away.
Yeah.
So, and Daniel is not dumb, okay? No. And Daniel is a very aggressive person when you actually speak to him. That demeanor that he puts on, that's for show, okay?
Yeah. Yes.
And all these women he's been going through since May, who does he think he is? The Bachelor of Nova Scotia? Does he want a reality show? Here's your clothes. Here's your trailer. Here's my mom.
It's a wonder Janie doesn't beat the living shit out of him for all those women. Like, I couldn't imagine why she'd let any of them come there. That's her land.
Jeannie asked him to beat up Daniel, talk to get some sense into him.
Who
And
did?
then like Darren said that Janie had asked him to beat up Daniel.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
right.
I asked him, I was like, well, why would she do that? And he turned around and said, oh, it was because the chickens. And I was like, you're full of
The
stuff.
chickens.
Well, I mean, ask yourself this. Riddle me this. What would be the one thing to keep her around that lap of luxury? And it's not the baby.
Rugs. Yep.
Mhm.
It's common sense. Yeah. In my opinion. Yeah. Guys, we're just speculating here. We're not saying any of this happened, but I mean, if it smells like it is, it is.
With,
I love different
human trafficking,
opinions and theories
that's,
like that, because somewhere in the middle of all of it, we're all going to be right at the end, except for the people that say nothing happened. Well,
Mhm.
those people go away real quick.
Well, there's only a few things that could have happened, right? I mean, if you put all the pieces together with what's happened in the past with like CPS and with, I mean, Daniel admits that he was doing rubs. Malaya said that, well, I'm not going to say it out loud, but we know that she had a problem with them. I mean, it's common sense. And if you look at other cases, but where's the kids? Where are the kids at?
no sightings.
No, nothing.
No scent, no scent,
$1,000 reward.
no scent from any canine that they use either.
Nope. Not at all. And we were just talking about if they did go in the woods, there would be a scent because those kids would go through all that thick brush. They'd get cut on thorns, or even the pine trees themselves, like will cut, you know what I mean? Like sharp the needles are. There would be some type of scent from them walking through there. There was nothing to the boot prints or anything. It's just crazy to me.
Somebody decided to leave them a scavenger hunt, and it didn't add up because the dogs didn't pick up on what they were putting out.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the boot prints? Okay, so I think someone planted them from this is just my opinion. I think someone on an ATV had the kids' boots, and they can easily bend over and make boot print marks in the ground, in my opinion, and then take off. Because there's ATV trails everywhere out there. You couldn't tell the difference. You know what I mean? You could tell fresh tracks between a few days old tracks, but people are through there 24/7 on ATVs.
Oh, I think it was planted for sure because there's no other print.
Exactly.
It's
And
just one out by the gas line.
Yep. It's wet and nasty out there. There'd be way more prints. And then they tell us at first, oh, the only boot prints they found was 10 feet in the backyard. This is Daniel on national TV, right? 10 feet in the backyard. And then that completely disappeared. And then there was, Janie on her interview on national news. She's like, or CBC or whatever, or Globe and Mail, I'm sorry. One of them anyways. She said the only boot print of relevance was the one single boot print facing towards the kids' forts. And then now the document comes out and talks about the ones in the pipeline.
By the pipeline, and what was the significance about the one that the documents clearly spell out that they took a cast of in the driveway?
Oh, there was a number 29 on them. The ones they did on the pipeline. Wasn't it the one on the pipeline they took a cast of, right? Or is it the driveway?
I don't remember that one, but also in the documents they said they took a plaster cast of the one in the driveway. And Janie makes a real big deal out of that driveway. She's raking the driveway to put up a pool. Okay, I don't know very much about the weather in Nova Scotia. Just hearing the word makes me chill to the bone because I just assume it's cold, 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 cold. And I'm sure you've had the same thing. People that are local, they're like, nobody would even think about putting up a pool in May.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
Yeah, I understand there was a woman out helping with the search. She was on an ATV with her kids. She let her boy off to use the restroom to relieve himself. She was questioned 3 times about it. But there's also other kids out there on ATVs too. I mean, there's other kids around. Even Brad's children have ATVs out there. You know what I mean? Those boot prints could have been from a couple days prior. I mean, it was raining and wet and stuff like that. I know they did a cast on it, and the lady went to the store and she verified, this is the one on the pipeline, that it was the same type of boot as what Lilly would wear. Had a number 29 on it, which is like a Walmart's, I don't know, stamp or something like that, which would have been Lilly's boot size. That's why, and then it had the other size for Jack or something like that. I just feel that somebody on an ATV grabbed the boots and planted them there because there's no other boot prints walking up to them.
Well, and also, let's face it, out in the woods, kids fall down.
Exactly.
I haven't heard anything. I mean, RCMP would definitely know what it looks like if a child has fallen down. Kids fall down all the time, especially playing in the woods.
Absolutely.
If they don't trip, they're tripping each other just for the fun of it.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, nothing other than the ripped piece of blanket that was supposedly in the trash.
And then it flew out and it winds up in the tree. Sounds to me like somebody just threw it up in that tree when they were on that ATV.
Yeah.
Could have been one of the people that was hanging around and decided to help him get everything ready to call the police.
Yep. I agree. Sounds like someone went up the old road, went through some family members' property, went back and did the boots, and then come back out and on an ATV, threw the blanket up there, and then went the back road home. In my opinion, because you could do everything with the friggin' ATV. Nobody know you're out there.
No,
A really loud one.
and it's he's probably on the ATV right now.
Probably.
It's a common thing that people use.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The one thing that stuck with me is that something that was so key with another missing child's case here in Nova Scotia with Dylan's was the boots. The boots, where the boots were, where they were placed. There was just so much going on about the boots in his case. And lo and behold, when these 2 children went missing, there was so much emphasis on the boot prints, on boot prints. And it was, I don't know, it just seemed odd that it was like, if they were planted, I feel like they were planted because they needed to because they'd heard it somewhere else about how important boots were to making the case of the child wandering off.
Seems to me they were trying to make their own case.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying someone.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because I don't believe Leia left Meadows' side to do any of those things.
Nope. That would be hard to do that with a baby. Yeah, Drippy said DT, which is another creator, kept saying the blanket was in the woods from the kids' movements. I could see now, if I would agree with that, if there was other footprints, if there was some type of trail, but they searched through that area thoroughly. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I just feel there would be cookie crumbs, right? Breadcrumbs from the kids. Like Brooks just said, the kids are clumsy. They fall. They're messy. I mean, they want to just let's haul ass and get to this one point, and then trying to get the blanket out of the trash too. The kids couldn't even get in the trash. There's no way they could even get in that trash bin. It's as tall as they are. It's what, about 3 to 4 foot high.
And they wouldn't want to. Kids don't clean up after themselves, and especially Lilly and Jack. They haven't been taught anything like that. Look at where they lived.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying anything bad about Lilly and Jack, but I mean, look at the conditions of the home.
Absolutely.
It's uninhabitable. You wouldn't want to live there.
I'd rather live in freaking the Wells home than that one.
For real.
And that's I'm telling you
You
guys.
know that a source had told her the blanket was found on the railing. So that was the only thing that really stuck out to me, was that there was so much emphasis that the blanket was in the garbage bag. But then we're hearing that it could have been on the railing. So, and with regards to the boots, yes, I the only reason why I said about the boots is that maybe, that Lilly and Jack's family heard about the significance of the boots in a previous case and realized they needed to do something like that in order to prove the point that the kids had wandered off.
Mic drop. Oh my God, that has happened in so many other cases.
Mhm.
Look at Gannon Stout's stepmother, that crazy, evil monster, Letitia. It's almost like she copied cookie cutter straight from Terry Horman. It's not uncommon for somebody, if they want to get away with something, to research other crimes.
Yes, it is. That's what I mean. And because that was a case here in Nova Scotia, apparently there are familiar connections in the background, and the case that he had wandered off from the grandmother's backyard when she had turned her back for 18 seconds, and then he wandered towards the brook, and the brook led to the river, and the river led to the ocean, and I don't know. And that's what was initially pushed until Daniel started with Durwood's theory that they had been taken. Oh, he's in the house.
Who? Oh, come on, people! Stop making claims about people when you know absolutely nothing about. Hey, Durwood, were you there that day when Jack and Lilly disappeared? Just a logical question.
I guess he missed the first half an hour where we were discussing the kids wandering off.
I don't understand how he can sit there and absolutely take the bat for people when he wasn't there. I knew you weren't. No, I wasn't either. And we're speculating on what could have happened.
Durwood, are you letting Daniel use your YouTube again?
I'm wondering why Durwood posted on his Twitter account, his X account, on May 2nd, saying, so they're not going to search for the kids tonight. That's what I'm wondering, when he didn't know about them or who they were. And I would like to know when he met Belinda. Answer when you met Belinda and where you met her and if the kids were there.
Well, I'm sure you ladies are nice enough to give him a link. That's the funny thing about this case. For some reason, they'll talk in a controlled environment or to someone that is going to give them, and I'm not saying this about Drunk Turkey because he doesn't roll that way, but somebody that will tell them in advance what they're going to be asking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't care who comes up or who talks, just as long as they're not nasty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we're all just here to find out where Jack and Lilly are. And
Mhm.
I've been actually in the background heavily looking into whether your theory could be possible. And I'm still trying because all theories need to be looked at, and I do look at it, and I have done some research.
Well, I know one thing for sure, there was rugs involved. I know another thing for a fact, there was CPS involved. Now, we'll never know exactly what that was for. We were told because the kids acted up in school, right? So,
Why are you so defensive over Janie? I don't even, have we even spoken about her?
we haven't spoken about Janie. So the facts are CPS, rugs, and then from family, we heard abuse, right? Durwood even said that Jack was getting a spanking or whatever. He said he didn't want to get involved with that.
Mhm.
But Patty said that there was issues going on there. And then Lily got a black eye the day before. Or excuse me, Wednesday. Well, the documents say the day before. So that would have been Thursday. But we were told Wednesday that happened with the Tonka truck. I don't know. It's just crazy. Your guess just finished on Janie.
I said that Janie, the way she was grinding her teeth and everything, it just kind of seemed to me that she had a bit of a mean streak. He's right.
Yeah. No, he's been listening for a while. That was a while back.
Mhm.
That was a while back.
Yeah, hell, I even forgot what I said. Thank you for the reminder.
I know. I'm like, shit, what? I think they all know. I don't know. They all know what's going on.
Darren, how do you know that Janie's innocent? That's what I want to know. How do
Yeah.
you know, if you weren't there, how do you know Janie's innocent? You're just
No.
going by what she said.
Yep. That's exactly what I mean. You were not there like me. How do you know everybody's innocent?
And if you would watch the whole show, the first 20 minutes, we were going through the wandered off theory and
Mhm.
where searchers should search based on how far they would have walked and their size. So have you gone out and searched?
What do you-
Anyone in your family searched?
I want to ask everybody, including everyone that's here on the live here talking right now. I want to ask you something. Daniel said on Thursday that he came in when it was getting dark. Malaya said that Jack and Lily came inside the house when it was getting dark. But Daniel said he doesn't remember seeing the children in like a 200 square foot home, right? That they were already in bed, but yet they were outside. We know because Malaya said they were outside playing. And Janie also said that Jack and Lily were outside playing because Jack said, well, actually, both of the children are playing in the dirt. Because Janie said, look, there's a bug, there's a worm or something like that. And then so my question is, what happened there? What happened there where Daniel turned the light on midnight on Jack and Lily? How does he not know that the children were outside with them? That makes
Especially
no
as noisy as they say that they are. Those are Janie's words, not mine. I'm not picking on Janie. She said they're loud.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then Malaya said that they were hyper and excited, but she got them tucked into bed. That tells me something right there, in my opinion.
How many times before, I'm curious, and it's something Daniel won't answer. How many times before in their relationship did he go and check to make sure the kids were in bed, or was it just that night? It seems odd to me that somebody would go into a sleeping child's bedroom, flip on the light at midnight to make sure they are sleeping, especially with someone with Daniel's paternal skills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who would turn on lights on two sleeping children that are very excitable, hyper, at midnight. That's crazy to me. I can understand turn the hallway light on to check to see if they're in there sleeping or whatever, too. But like, why? And why does he check on them all the time, or like she just said, it just doesn't add up.
I mean, most of us, when our children are finally down and they're finally asleep and we know they're in snooze land, we look like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, getting through the house without making any noise so we can get some sleep. Like we're tiptoeing, we're going, okay, I'm going to go to bed now.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to watch this in closed caption because I don't want to wake up the kids.
Right.
He goes in here, he opens the door, flips on the light just to make sure they're sleeping. Come on, man.
Makes no sense.
Can you pin that comment?
And then coincidence that the neighbor hears the car right after that. Which comment do you want me to pin?
Gerwoods.
Oh, it's moving so fast I can't. He said, yes, I ignore idiots. Too many around.
No, the one where it says, why are you claiming she's guilty? Why would I search when we believe they were never in the woods? You said Janie didn't like the kids. She loved the kids. Nobody said that she was guilty. We're not claiming she's guilty. I'm asking you, how do you know she's not guilty if you weren't there?
I know she said she liked her peace and quiet.
Yeah.
She
was a
moved
hermit.
her into the RV because she said she wanted to get away from them.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to get away from all the noise and everything.
And that's the thing with her dog, too. Do you honestly, Janie said she let her dog in the fence in the area. She never let him out because he would take a little run, was her exact words, or a little walk or something like that, right? That fenced-in area right outside is where she was going to put the pool. The dog did not like Jack and Lilly. It would try to nip at Lilly for squealing and stuff, right? Don't you think that Janie would think of her dog first and not put that pool there? Do you think that she would have the dog around the children? It doesn't make sense. Janie loves that dog. You could tell. You could just tell. There's nothing wrong with loving your dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love mine to death. But don't you think Janie would think of her dog first before putting a pool out there or putting any of the kids' stuff close enough to drive her dog? You know what I mean? To where it wants to bite the children? No flipping way. That's why I call bogus on that.
Yeah, Durwood, I got a question. Do you know Vincent Mallory? Have you ever been to his place?
I'm just going to wait on this one.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I'm really curious if you know him. Or if your buddy Kent knows him as well.
You better be careful answering that, Durwood.
I'll wait.
Oh, thank you, Jules. She said Durwood did not go poof. Or Durwood, kids did not go poof. Your buddy lied. I love you, Jules. I'm sorry to hear about your puppers. That sucks, man.
What happened to her puppy?
She had to put suit down. Yeah. I know he wasn't doing good. I'm so sorry.
I hate that. I absolutely hate that.
I know, me too. I'm so
Sorry to hear that, Jules. I know dogs are like family, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Durwood must be on his flip phone because it's taken him so long to type.
Durwood, did you hear what she said?
7 days later.
Hello. Hello.
My questions aren't dirty. Do you know Vincent? Yes or no? Do you know Vincent? Yes or no? Have you been to his property? Yes or no?
I know it's a yes or no. Jules, thank you so much. She said, why is he so sure Jack and Lilly didn't go into the woods? Where did they go? Kids just go poof? Exactly. Your buddy lied about the canine handler's facts. Yeah. Jules is a canine handler. Like, the guy would not, he wouldn't say that unless there was something there. Thank you, Jules. You're awesome. Yeah, it just doesn't.
Sherwood, answer the dirty question.
The dirty question.
We're still waiting. I'm really patient as well.
Vincent said he knew you. I don't know why. They all know each other there. I mean, they all know each other.
Daphne, did I send you that whole uncut version of me talking to Vincent and all the names he was dropping?
Oh shit! You know what? I think I put it in a transcript.
Okay, no, don't worry about it. It's probably better to do considering he just kept screaming at me and calling me a bitch. You're going to see that a lot, but anyway.
I was like, oh my God, Brooks has got the patience of a saint. I would have like flipped on him. Like I'm calm usually, but man, I would have been.
No, I had the patience of a 30-pack of beer and I just let him keep cussing me.
Holy crap. Like, what's his problem?
Take my entitlement and stick it. The whole reason I'm actually following in this case, Derwood, is because you put your words out there. When I first heard you on Dolly and It's a Criming Shame, I was wondering what was going on. I want to know if you know Vincent, and I want to know where you think the kids are. I know the last time I heard, you said it was Haley Ferdinand and that she had taken them to the native CPS. That was the last thing I saw you comment on the DT show. I'm not disgusting. I want to know where Jack and Lilly are. I want to know where they are. So
Absolutely. That's why we're all here. If you weren't there, then how do you know for a fact what happened to them?
I live in Nova Scotia, Derwood, and I have children. And ever since Jack and Lilly disappeared, I've been not wanting to let them wander around because I don't know what happened and whether children can just be snatched up or run off in the woods. So it's not entitlement, it's genuine concern as to where two children in the province that I live in have gone to. It's not entitlement at all.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
hours making maps and charts
Absolutely.
rather than just going on channels and pushing theories.
Who's laughing? So let's debunk Derwood's claims here that Malaya
Expert to know
gave
nothing.
the children. Just gave the children for no reason, but didn't get caught. The RCMP said that there is no evidence of that. They won't even entertain it. That's why they didn't show your thing on the Globe and Mail or CBC. They won't
15
entertain it.
seconds he got. 15 seconds of calling the RCMP incompetent fools and clowns. That's what he got.
Exactly. Yeah. When did you meet Vincent? Everybody wants to know.
He won't answer, and he also won't answer this. Whatever happened to those two beautiful babies? There's 3 adults that were on that property that are in one way or another responsible.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Jules, thank you. She says, Derwood, prove your worth. Search with me and my canines.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. You're hungry, aren't you? Yeah. I'm having too much fun. They're doggies. Yeah, they don't think they're out in the woods. And then Derwood said someone Malaya gave them to somebody for no reason. That just doesn't make sense. I've never met Vincent, you GD idiots, and that's enough for you fools. That's not what Vincent says. Oh, jeez, the dog. Refusing to search. I'd go out there by myself and not say anything. Well, girls,
I think he's just still mad that the RCMP won't tell him anything.
it just doesn't make sense. I did a theory on that when Jack and Lilly first went missing. You know how many people were like, she would never give the kids away. It just doesn't make sense. Even Dolly came and like, he's like, it just doesn't make sense. He's like, it doesn't make sense at all. Them walking away, like, it kind of makes sense, running off. Maybe there was a big fight and the kids ran off, but there's no evidence of it. There's no other footprints, nothing. Unique, thank you so much. Durwood, you are blood to, yes, blood to those babies. Speak up, man. You are seriously letting them down. Some Nova Scotian, you are true North strong. Right. Thank you so much for your super sticker. You're awesome. Thank you. Yes, your blood. Blood. Do not be hoodwinked by her giving the kids to somebody. It's crazy. Thank you so much for your super chat. It's absolutely
Thinks that
ridiculous.
Vincent is our kind of people.
Huh? What? Well, you stick with Vincent and keep antagonizing. Yeah, right.
I think antagonizing is your middle name, Darren.
You stick with Vincent and keep it. Seems like
I'm just asking if you know him because Kent apparently knew who he was, and since you guys are besties now, I thought maybe you guys might have met.
Kent might as well go ahead and run for mayor. He knows everybody, man.
no, I know, right? That's what I'm saying. It's a small town. Everybody knows everyone there,
Yeah.
right? They all know one another, so they all know what the hell's going on there.
And he
Someone
claims
should
to not
say
know
something.
Daniel, and his son was best friends with him since they were 15 years old. So for 20 years, your son was friends with him, but you don't know him, and you didn't know him.
Yeah.
I make it make sense. You know, you wonder why people are out there being so maybe borderline aggressive towards you, but you brought it out.
Mama Joya says, please be respectful in this chat. Foul talk will not be allowed. Thank you. Thank you, Joyous. You are absolutely right. Foul mouse will get.
Oh, Lori's here too.
Huh?
We never accused him of lying either, Lori. Truth for J and L.
Who's Lori? I can't even see. The chat's moving so fast.
Yes,
Right.
Belinda, he did. That's why I was asking. Because it just doesn't make sense to me why he was inserted himself into this
Absolutely.
and dragged you into it and everyone else.
We ask you a question and then you turn back and squawk at us. Like, all right, well, it makes no sense. All right, let's get back on track. See, I think these players like to come in and distract from actual shit that's going on, in my opinion. Like, if we get too close to what actually happened, the players like to come in and distract.
Yeah, you can tell when you've hit a nerve, can't you? I mean, not just in this situation, but any of them. And the only person that I see that's really going, out there. Now, Daniel keeps giving himself credit. Well, I mean, he's got to do whatever he has to do to keep himself looking as innocent as he possibly can. But is Belinda. She absolutely breaks my heart.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can just see the pain in her face when she speaks about her grandchildren.
Yep.
You don't get that from Janie, who supposedly loves those children so much.
Bye, Derwin. Bye. Freaking jerk. And that's what it is, too. And Daniel, he said as much as Malaya, because most of everything he's saying isn't true or gets flip-flopped around, or it just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, it's one thing. And it doesn't get all twisted and shit. This is what happened. How do you not know what your kids were wearing? I don't understand that. If they slept in the same clothing that they were wearing Thursday night, you know damn well what they were wearing. I don't understand it. Malaya didn't even get up and check them that morning. Her alarm went off at 6:15, and then she checks them out of school 2 minutes later. She didn't even plan on sending them to school. She didn't even see if they were okay. I don't understand that. It's crazy to me. These kids were failed 100%.
And they had missed 41 days of school that school year.
Yeah,
But were Johnny on the spot the morning that they get called in
yeah,
to the police because they're missing?
yeah.
Now, how many times, the other 41 times, did she actually get up and call at 6:15 or 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock or meet the bus driver and say, sorry, they're here, they're homesick today?
Yep. I'd like to know if she was the one that put him on the, like, she didn't even meet the teacher, you guys. The teacher, I'd never even met her. That's crazy to me. It's not like she lives in a different country from her kids. I don't understand that. Is that, like, I just don't comprehend that.
Who doesn't meet their children's teacher? I never heard that before. Wow.
Yeah. That's just wild. That's absolutely wild to me. Yeah,
I don't know what I missed, but one of my daughters popped in. So
okay. We're talking about the document where it said that Malaya had never even, the teacher said that she never met Malaya but spoke to her on the phone.
Yeah, I've met every one of my children's teachers for every year that they were in school.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't believe his property was searched. Belinda said, whose property? Whose property?
I think she's referring to Vincent's, possibly.
I would tear that sucker's property up in a heartbeat. You know, he had a well installed last year. And now
I think every property within a 10-kilometer radius, which actually isn't that many, should have been searched.
he keeps telling
With the
everybody
dogs.
to search there. He said, I need some work done in my yard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He also says he's got dogs that are going to eat the police up. And
Yeah.
he says all kinds of crazy stuff. If they haven't already, or if they didn't already before, because you don't know the truth when it comes from a lot of people.
Mhm.
They're going to find a lot. They're going to find a lot.
I couldn't imagine digging his yard up. There's probably, oh my God. Yeah, but that was some weird shit what he said to you with the dogs eating and him eating people and stuff. That's weird. That's a whole nother, when I listen to him, Brooks, there's something about, it just gives me like a bad feeling, like a real bad feeling. And I'm sorry to say that, but it just does. He does.
Yeah, he's not somebody I would invite out for a steak dinner and a beer, okay?
Hell no.
No. Well, ladies, I just realized what time it was. Hey, thanks for the invite up. And I would love to have you both, come over to my living room anytime. Can I ask Shenanigans a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Your hair is absolutely gorgeous. What product do you use in it?
Carol's daughter.
What?
It's a product, Carol's daughter.
Carol's daughter. Carol,
Yeah.
come see me. I was afraid you were going to say it's something that I already use.
No, at Walmart.
Carol's daughter. Okay, look at that.
I've never heard of that. They also got some freaking potato chips there that we don't have down here either.
Gummit. I can't handle that. All right, ladies, thank you for having me up.
With my name on it.
Thank you, Brooks.
Yes, we'll come on anytime.
Yeah, same here. Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you. She's so fun. She's
Well,
so
that was a really interesting half an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock. What time did we go on?
4:05.
Oh, we've been on. Look, it shows right in front of my face. An hour and 45 minutes. Duh. Dang. The dog was doing circles over here. I think she's probably got to go to the bathroom. I got to feed. It's past their. I should have fed them before we went live, but they're okay. I told her we go to Taco Bell here in a little.
Yeah, I just, I hate that Derwood thinks that we just crap all over everyone in the family when actually, like, if you watched any of it, that we try to explore all theories. He just seems to come in and pick what he wants, and because we're not like the DT show that just I can't think of a nice way to say it, but because we're not them and we're not that chat,
I
doesn't
like
it.
yeah, I no, I'd have no problem. Like I like going and watching DT too. I like all channels, right? Like I respect everybody, but like I'm sorry, it's the way I feel. It's my opinion, and a lot of other people feel the same way. It's not normal. Yeah, Drippy. Oh my gosh, you guys have the best chips there. We just finally got ketchup potato chips here in New York. Like they're so good. Yeah, it's just crazy though. Absolutely crazy that and I feel, guys, and I'm sorry. Like I said, these people that are coming out of the woodwork, right? They're called players. Sorry, that's their names. And it's like as soon as you get too close, they pop out like the damn NPCs. You know what I mean? Like the ding ding ding
Up
ding.
goes the weasel.
Yeah. Yeah. Pop goes the weasel.
Not you, the weasel.
Yeah. If you stir the shit pot, you best damn well bet you're lacking the spoon. Carol's daughter. I've never heard of that one. Ketchup, yeah. She had, what kind of potato chips did you have the other day? They were sour cream and
Rumples.
yes. Oh my gosh. I looked in the store. We don't have those at all. Oh my god, it looks so good. Mods, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
I need
You
some
guys
more
are
mods on my channel, Charmaine. I'm gonna figure out how to make you a mod because I need a mod on mine. And Damien said,
Whack-a-mole.
I'm very curious whether it's misdirection on purpose. It hasn't changed the course of the investigational searches at all. So why keep pushing that narrative? Yes, and it seems as though he cannot help himself either. Like he's so adamant. So adamant.
Oh. Yeah, thank you guys. You guys are great. Yeah, thank you for being here. Yeah, I agree. I don't understand. Like, I really didn't. I don't have a problem with Darren at all. I don't mind if he comes in the chat. I don't agree with him though. I don't know who he's getting his intel from, but obviously the RCMP don't believe it has any weight, right? Excuse me. And the news obviously doesn't feel it has any weight. There's no evidence of it. Just, you know what I mean? Just like there's no evidence that the children were abducted. Like I love to hear everybody's look on this, everybody's theory, because that's how you solve a case, is listening to different theories, and then you just, you know what I mean, you debunk stuff, you remove stuff, you add stuff, and that's how you get to the main goal, which is finding Jack and Lilly in this case. You know, but God forbid you say one thing, they come in for no reason. They don't even try to debunk you. They just squawk at you.
Oh, you idiots. Like,
Yeah,
how
like
is deductive reasoning being an idiot? That's what I don't understand. It's like, how do you, if the children, if the RCMP believed the children were being held by Native CPS, which they wouldn't be held by an organization,
yeah, that
why would they?
organization was shut down.
Yeah, why would they spend, as Daniel said, $50,000 each dog to come in and do that?
To wait
And
to make
why
it
would they
happen.
allow Please Bring Me Home to come in and search the waterways? Why would they be offering a $150,000 reward?
Exactly. They want someone to speak. And that comes down to, if you know something, say something, guys. Say something. Yeah, the real Norbeaster said the simplest, most recognized pattern is usually the likely answer. 100%. I always say this. Absolutely. I agree with that. Guys. It's usually the most simplest of answers, guys. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a lot of money.
You got a new microphone. She needs a new laptop as well.
Oh, yeah. It's working, though. It's okay. Yeah, she overheard me earlier yelling at my laptop. For some reason, when I try to pull up the screen, it only did half the screen, and I'm like, if this was my laptop, it'd be out the window right now. April said he admitted he didn't search. He questioned us as to why he should search. Yeah, he said he searched, and then he came back and said, why should he search?
He never
said.
believed they went in the woods.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, joyous justice for Jack and Lilly. Yep. Yeah, this is sad. Jules said, is this called a criminal case? They said it's not criminal, but they can tell us whatever they want to tell us, right? In my opinion, the police will tell us to, they could tell us whatever they want to tell us. It doesn't mean that's what they think. Just my opinion, Mariska. It's just my thoughts. Jules said, where did Daniel say that it costs 50 grand per dog to fly in? I can debunk that right now. Yeah, that's a lot of money. 50 grand a dog. I don't know. That's a lot. And just thanks, guys. And just to make us happy. That's why they brought the dogs in, guys. Oh, it's okay, Haley. You're fine. You might want to rewind it, though. Thank you for being here. Durwood is covering for Daniel and Janie, in my opinion, distant blood or not. There has to be something going on there for him to stick up for them. It's like the Sebastian Rogers case. No one claims the reward because only the mom and stepdads. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mariska. I reboot it a few times a day. That way it's it'll work for me. Oh, I think they're building a case too, the real Norbeaster. I absolutely think they need one more piece of the puzzle. What about you, Shan?
I think so too. I think that they know a whole lot more than we do. And, I will say if you pay attention to local news and local RCMP, there has been a lot going on in PICTOU and Colchester County recently. A lot. Also, thank you, Damien. I'll catch you later.
I'm so behind in chat.
It's the Hustler says, I'll be honest, this case is pissing me off and making me more enraged by every single day that it drags on. Absolutely. It is just ridiculous. And all that we're all trying to do is just try to find answers. We're just trying to piece some things together try to think what could have happened, whether they wandered off, whether someone hurt them, whether someone took them, or whether they're hiding somewhere. The answer is out there. Somebody out there knows something.
Yep. The easiest of answers usually. Thank you, Jules. She said HRD K9s do not cost 50K. D is lying. I can prove it. Thank you, lady, for the super sticker.
Linda, I think you're right on that one. I think
30.
Vincent is squealing like a pig.
Still a lot though. Yeah, there's something up with him. He's another player. The K9 in the US, it always costs the government a lot. Yeah. Cost us the taxpayers, right? Once again, no answers from Durwood, even though he says he knows more. If that isn't shady, I don't know what is. Absolutely. Good night, Damien. Thank you for joining. Yeah, and that's the thing. You're going to come in and squawk at people, right? And then you're not even going to try to correct. You're just going to squawk at people like a freaking bird with bird flu. I have a cadaver K9. He's saying it costs 50K to fly them in. He's full of it. Yeah, because they came from Ontario, right? No, not Ontario. Yeah, one of the K9s came from Ontario, right? They drove there.
I thought, no, that was Please Bring Me Home. I think both of the dogs came from out west in Sunny and Charmaine's
Vancouver.
neighborhood.
Vancouver.
Yeah, somewhere out there.
But still, like, oh, goodness gracious.
Does anyone remember Penny Boudreau? You know, they said for a very long time that she was not a suspect. So the RCMP, I mean, and she was responsible for killing her own daughter.
Thank you, Mariska. Yeah, for my Christmas gift for myself, I think I'll get myself a new laptop. Yeah, that's what Mariska, that's what Shan just did. She just got a new laptop. It's a touch screen. Oh, that's cool. How much did you pay for yours?
I got mine on a Black Friday deal, and I paid under $400 for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Canadian. So it'd
that's
be cheaper
like
for you.
500. That's about what? 400. It'd probably be around 500 for. That's not bad though. Touchscreen. That's nice. Your buddy just.
I'll wrap up here though myself in a couple of minutes because I'm supposed to. Supposed to go over Dylan Ehler. Jason Ehler's dad is supposed to be on Motive, Means, and Opportunity, and I wanted to check that out and kind of do like a live watch party on that. That's coming up at 7:30. I think.
Put your link in my chat. If people want to come over and watch you tonight on that. I'll be there. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell though. Yeah, and Belinda, I apologize. That he did that to you. That's crazy. What? That's ridiculous. Like everything you're going through right now, and then he comes out all crazy. He's a bat out of hell. Yeah, I know. It was supposed to be last night. It was so bright last night, the moon was, you guys, that I could go outside and see everything without a flashlight. The case is currently marked as missing persons investigation as far as I know. Yeah, it's marked as that, but I feel that the RCMP are just telling us one thing and then they're looking at it. And Jules, it's fine. I know it fires me up too. Yeah, I messed up on math. Yeah. RCMP wouldn't tell you if it was criminal. They would still continue to tell you it was a missing persons case until all their ducks are in a row. Okay, now I'm going. Good night. Thank you, Envision. I'm behind on the. She's absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah, I'm about to get off here too because the doggo's got to go to the bathroom, and I sure do too. Barky boys. Barky boys. Hey, yeah, you guys are awesome. Oh, thank you, Mariska. You don't have to do that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I gotta get one. This is my daughter's. It's all crusty, like the buttons on it are all sticky and crusty. Not from me though, I promise. Thank
Yes,
you so
and
much.
I'm sorry that if I was like snarky with Durwood, but he just friggin' ticks my talk, and I'm sorry that you have to witness it, Belinda, but there's just there's something there that doesn't add up, and I want to get to the bottom of it myself.
Thank you, Mariska. I appreciate you. You have a good night, honey. Thank you for coming in. I agree. Like, I don't mind if I wouldn't mind if he came in and actually like said no, absolutely not. Like a normal person, when you hear someone like saying something, they could totally be off. Like, say one of us is totally off. You would think a normal person who was actually concerned about the children's well being would come in, especially a family member, a distant family member, would say, no, that's impossibly, that can never happen, because I know for a fact that this family member of mine, who is very well trusted, knows that so and so did this, which leads to this. But then you have the actual police that are saying there's no evidence. They're not even entertaining it. Like, even the news wouldn't entertain it. So that's telling me that, what are you doing, man? Why do you still believe the person that's telling you this unless you are intentionally pushing out information, right? I don't know. Guys. Thanks, guys. I'm so behind in chat. I'm so sorry. I'm so behind in chat. I'm trying to. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Allie. Good night, honey. Thank you. Yeah, I better get off here before I leave a puddle in my seat. And
Here, sorry,
Go.
here, Mary Antoinette. I put it up again for you.
Excuse me. Yes, I put him in touch with Major Crimes to give him a statement. Excuse me.
Does that go up? Do you see my
I do see your link. I passed it, but I'm like, hold on. I was way back in the chat. Oh, Jen, thank you. Yeah, I see your link. It should glow. Jen
okay,
said
Mary got it.
she did. Okay. Everybody take
said I
a
don't see
deep
it.
breath. Everybody take a deep breath and not let these people anger us. Exactly. In my opinion, they will all get what's coming to them. Hallelujah. Yes, ma'am. I absolutely agree with you. Thank you so much for your super sticker. I absolutely agree with you. That is spot on. Yep. I need a noise that goes like boom or something, like spot on. Mic drop noise. That's what I need. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know he did. Jules Durwood was being bad. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know he did. Jules. I can hear myself on her phone. He was just being belligerent, calling people names and stuff. Even Chris Proudfoot answered at least half the questions. Yeah, exactly. Good night, Miss Mary. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yeah, poor people. What about? Yeah, I know. Justin's been completely quiet. Haley. Oh, she's talking to Haley. Right in here. And then Durwood's little chihuahua came barking in here too. Yeah, you're welcome, Miss Belinda. I'm sorry that you have to deal with all this crap. I'm so sorry. It's not right. People do not go missing in Nova Scotia, Durwood. Don't forget that. Treat like absolutely. I'm gonna look into the Carol's Daughter off Amazon. I've never heard of it. If you guys have it in your Amazon, we should, right?
It's great stuff and it smells really good.
I see your link. Like, did you get it? Okay. Mods, guys, all of you, I appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Yeah, the Angel says, Daphne, we kept the chat up for you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate Shan for being here as well. Brooks, that was awesome that she was able to come on as well. That's so cool because I was just talking to her earlier when she was live. So yes, and thank you, Belinda, for being here. I apologize for how people act. That let's say they're there for Jack and Lilly, the people there around you. I'm so sorry. They're just telling me that they're shaking in their boots. They're shaking in their boots. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Jules, Jen, all of you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Haley, thank you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go go feed the puppos here, and then yes, definitely, Jules. Thank you. Yeah. And I know Shan's got a video coming up. You guys go join her. And we will all catch you later. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll
Yeah.
talk to you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye, honey. We'll see you later. Thank you. You're welcome, Schofield. Like I said, I do not like blocking anybody, guys. Yes, the good fight, exactly. I don't like blocking anybody because I believe everybody has a voice. Unless someone's going to be belligerent and say stuff. I mean, we're all here for the same thing. If you're not helping to figure out what's going on, then you're the other party, right? Like you're against finding what happened. Yeah, exactly. Even the unpopular ones want answers. Absolutely. All right, guys. I love y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm going to run to Taco Bell and let the dog out. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Please leave your fingerprint on the like button on your way out. Thank you. And mods, thank you all again. You guys are great. Shan will be on at 7, I believe she said. So that's it's 5:13, like in an hour, Carrie. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great night. Take care of you. Thank you.